Hi, family. How are you? Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. If you're new here, kindly click down on the subscribe button bell. And every time I post a new video, you'll be the first one to know. For those in my inbox that are waiting for responses from me, for those that have submitted their tests that I'm working on, for those booking flights with us, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So today I want to talk about flight etiquette. For those you fly for the first time and you're wondering what it would be like in the flight, one thing I want to tell you: don't need money in the flight, because there's nothing you're going to buy there unless you need designer perfumes. You need to buy the designer things that the flight people sell. But for food, you'll be given free food. If your flight is for the night, you'll be given dinner, and in the morning before you alight, you'll be given breakfast. So don't worry about food, and any food that is offered to you in the flight, eat it, because it's free. They're not going to charge you that food, so you need to eat it. Even if they offer you wine, drink it. Coffee, drink it. It's your right. It's under your ticket. You've paid for it. Another thing about the flight etiquette: if you booked your ticket, you're sure you booked your ticket, you don't need to carry so many papers. For now, you carry your COVID certificate depending where you're going. If you're going to the Arab countries, you need your yellow fever, so just check if you need your yellow fever. But for Europe countries, you don't need your yellow fever, so don't carry too many papers. If you're going on your flight, you're going to board, you're just going to board, so carry your passport. They'll use the details from your passport, they'll key in, then they'll give you your what is called boarding pass. After the boarding pass, you need to find your gate. Go to your gate number, use the boarding pass, and wait for the time to board the flight. Then you can board the flight. Another thing for you to do: if you feel like your flight is going to take a long time and you're checking in for a long time, just carry some money, carry your card. There are so many things around the airport for you to buy, the gifts for you to buy for your loved ones. So sorry guys, transportation, just passing. This is what happens when you have luggage. Once you've checked in, make sure you put fluids like the sprays and stuff in your check-in baggage, the one that they're going to put in the check-in baggage. Check-in, I mean the one that is going to be carried for you by the flight. So when you check in your bags, you need to put fluids there. But on your carry-on bag, because this happens when your flight is going to have a stopover, on your carry-on bag you need to have a toothbrush, a toothpaste, and maybe some oil for you, because when you're arriving at the transfer airport, if you have some little time, or in the flight there's a toilet, you can go brush your teeth, freshen up, for preparing for landing or for your next flight. That is okay. You can carry your makeup in your carry-on bag. Then when you get inside the flight, if you find there are always cabins up where you can put your bag, but when the cabins are full, you're allowed to put it under your chair. Just if there's space under, not under your chair, a chair in front of you, just put your bag there, and the flight, as long as it fits and not on the rails where people are passing, just put there, and your baggage will be safe. Your small bag, what I'm talking about, the carry-on bag. Then for the safety belt, I know you know how to handle the safety belt, so you'll know. For instance, if you get sick, if you have a headache, just call the flight attendants. Then they'll give you some medication to ease your headache. It's alright. Don't feel worried. Don't suffer in the flight. I've told you one thing we've learned about today: the food is free. You can eat it. It's under your ticket. If they offer you the food, they will ask you the variety. Just choose what you want, eat it. Don't feel so scared. About the lavatories, I mean the toilets, they're there in the flight. So if you feel like you want to use them and you do not know how to use it, this is what you do. When you get to the door, most of them, just push it. It will go in, the door will open. Then when you want to come out, just pull. When you pull, the door will open and you'll come out. When you go in, push. When you want to come out, pull. So don't be scared to go to the lavatories. Another thing is, sorry about my English. Another thing is, most of the toilets, they are they can flush for themselves. When you stand up, they can flush. Some when you need to flush, just press the button on top and the toilet will be flushed. So another thing is, do not, when they tell you don't open the windows, do not open the windows when your flight is, especially during long flights. If you're sitting close to the window, don't don't open the windows. And in some flights, you're being given the blankets during cold seasons, the pillows for your head, anything. If you find that you are feeling uncomfortable, your seat is not moving, you can request for the pillow, you can request for the blanket. Sometimes you're given earphones. You can carry them out of the plane. Don't be scared to carry your earphones. I carry most of mine. Even if I don't need them, I'll donate them. So sometimes, if you're given the earphones, you're given the blankets, you're given the pillows, you can carry your blanket if you feel you still need it during your journey. You can carry it on your next flight. It's allowed. So don't forget, one thing we've learned today again, don't forget, when you especially the connecting flights, when you arrive at the connecting station, ask where your flight is. If you don't know, you're free to ask where your gate is. Go to your connecting flight. And in the airport, there are these long screens. You can check for your flight, you can check for your gate. Just go where your gate is and sit close to your gate. The last important thing, do not accept to carry baggages for people. What am I talking? Most people are rotting in jails because of drugs, and it's just because they carried baggage for people. So do not carry baggage for anyone. Do not allow anyone to carry your baggage for you. Do not leave your baggage with anyone, because they might end up putting drugs or illegal things in your bag, and you end up being arrested for nothing. So do not carry baggage for people. The last important thing that I'm going to talk about is, when your flight is having a delay, when you're being offloaded on the flight. I said it on my previous video below. You can always get help from airhelp.com. Log into airhelp.com, create your account, and you're going to get a reimbursement of your money. You're going to get, if your flight is delaying, for example, and you miss important stuff, you're going to get it. Otherwise, enjoy your flight. If you have any question about anything, feel free to ask me down the line. Thank you so much. Bye.